Strategies to help develop self regulation in children. I'd just like to go over a few ideas that I have that most of us already do in our class, but sometimes a good reminder at this time of the year is helpful. First, we need to model good self regulation. If a teacher struggles to manage their own emotions and reacts angrily or takes their students' challenging behavior personally, the child may feel that their negative and or big emotions are unacceptable. While we certainly do want our students to experience positive emotions as much as possible, it is important to teach acceptance of all emotions. Next, we need to assist the child in learning to soothe their own big emotions and, with practice, be able to control their emotions and behavior to be more socially acceptable, even during times of upset. We use both zones of regulation and our second step curriculum as we model and role play with our students. When a child experiences emotional dysregulation, how we respond is very important. If we stay calm and guide them by scaffolding ways that they can help themselves, we will be teaching self control. Every experience like this is creating the brain pathways to handle difficult situations in the future. But if we let the child's anxiety rattle us so that we ourselves have a big reaction, or instantly solve the child's problem for them to try to shorten their discomfort or avoid a meltdown, they won't have the opportunity to gain the confidence that they can handle their negative emotions and that anxiety can be tolerated. This may make a child feel that they must rush in and take action rather than taking the time to self regulate and make a better decision. The rushing tendency comes from anxiety and sabotages the building of the neural pathways needed to improve self regulation. Remember not to take things personally. Rather, understand that it is the child lacking skills which must be taught. Teaching children mindfulness is a great strategy to help improve self regulation. Mindfulness teaches children to be aware of their own thoughts and feelings as well as what is going on around them. Being mindful of one's own thoughts, feelings, surroundings, and events helps children to be able to adjust their emotions and behavior to match the given situation. Every time we set a limit that a child accepts, they are practicing self regulation. Therefore, punishment doesn't actually encourage self regulation because the child isn't choosing to stop what they're doing, they're being forced to. Setting a limit with understanding so that the child is willing to accept it is what helps a child develop self discipline. Children who practice waiting learn to tolerate waiting, to trust the waiting will be worth it, and learn strategies for waiting. Every time we exercise self regulation by waiting, we build our ability to draw on the skills needed to meet our needs in a socially acceptable way. Just like adults, children develop self discipline when they're motivated by something important to them. For example, playing with other children requires them to manage their emotions and impulses. Making cookies requires them to wait until the cookies are baked. Getting good at soccer requires them to practice kicking over and over. Opportunities to practice self control, i.e., self regulation, are all around us. Take about 5 minutes to enjoy the video Building Emotional Literacy in Preschoolers.